All right, guys, if you're trying to pass a prop firm account like Top Step, Apex, My Funded Future, and the list goes on, right? Stop thinking you need to trade every day or take huge risks. The real way to pass with high probability is simple: low risk, high win rate, and strict discipline. So let me break down exactly how to do it. But before I do that, let's understand how prop firms work. Okay, so prop firms are a company. They are a business. They are not a non-profit organization. They are in it to make money. What that means is that they are banking on you failing. Okay. Now, 98% of traders fail because they don't know anything about anything. But if you can focus down, if you can listen to this whole video, if you can stay or tune and you can kind of like know what you're doing, you're going to pass accounts. I pass them on the weekly. A lot of my students pass them. Everybody passes them here and there. Okay. So it's important to understand. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't passed one in a month or two, but that's because action's been absolutely terrible and I'm working on other things. But passing a prop firm account is not that hard. You just need to know what you're getting yourself into. So the first step would be to understand the rules. Every prop firm has the same kind of type of rules. Okay, you have a profit target, usually 6 to 10%. You have a max drawdown. You have a daily loss limit. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do. A daily loss limit means once you've lost that much, you're done for the day. Your account's not blown, but you're done for the day. And you usually have like a minimum trading day or some kind of consistency rule or something like that. You guys need to kind of look into the rules of your own challenge, of your own eval, of your own company that you're with, and just go along with them. All right. Now, I do want to point out the max drawdown. If your max drawdown is $2,000, if you go $2,000 below the highest your balance has been, your account's gone. But what that means is that, let's say you start at 50,000, you win your first trade, you go to 51,000, you drop down to 49, your account's done. Okay, you lost your 2,000. Now, if you have trailing drawdown, if you're about to buy a from eval, look into that. If it's EOD, it means end of day. It means your drawdown is only calculated at the end of the trading day at 4 o'clock. Whatever your balance is at 4 o'clock, you do that minus 2,000. That's your max. That's your drawdown, unless you lost money that day. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Now, if your drawdown is trailing, what that means is that, let's say you start your account, you're at 50,000, you're in a trade, you're up $1,000 in profit. Your current account balance is technically 51,000, even if you didn't close the trade, and your drawdown is trailing. That means your drawdown went up from 48 to 49. Meaning, if you put your stop at break even and your trade comes back and stops you at break even, your drawdown is still up $1,000. So you need to be very careful of trailing drawdown evals. I know Apex has those. I know some other prop firms have those. I recommend going with EOD drawdown if you start, but you can go with the trailing drawdown if you guys are kind of interested in those prop firms. But just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, that means that if means the challenge isn't about making the most money in the shortest amount of time. It's about never breaking a rule. Passing is survival, guys, not gambling. Okay, so here's the math: never risk more than 1% of the account on a trade. On a 50K eval, that's $500 max risk. And now I'm talking to the people that have never passed an eval, that really want to pass one, that need it, that want to make money off it, that want to start making money with their evals to put in a live account to start actually getting their trading career going. Okay, so $500 max risk. I personally risk less than that when I really want to pass. Sometimes I risk more, but that's because I am advanced. I know what I'm doing. I've been training for 6+ years. Okay, so smaller risk keeps calm because it's going to keep you calm. It less prone to over trading, less prone to over or to tilting and to giving back your profits. Okay, I also cut myself off if I'm down half the daily loss. If the limit is 1,000, I stop trading at minus 500. That way, I never risk blowing it all in one day. All right, I take one win, I'm done. I take two losses, I'm done. And always use hard stops. Okay, no exceptions. Stops go in immediately when I enter. The fastest way to fail is holding and hoping. It's called take loss stop profit. Okay, what that means is that when your trade is in drawdown, you keep moving your SL lower and lower and lower. That's not good. You're supposed to be doing that with your take profit, that you move it higher and higher and higher. Okay, so be very careful of this. Now, you don't need 20 trades a week. You need maybe a solid 1 to 3 trade a week, quality over quantity. For indices, the highest Jesus Christ, probability windows are the US Open, 9:30 to 11 a.m. New York time, okay? And sometimes the last hour into the close, maybe. that's when the volume and clean moves happen. The setups that I like are AMD. You guys can look at my video. AMD or FBG to time frame alignment to CISD, or really it depends kind of like what I'm seeing at, but I like the unicorn setup as well. There's a bunch of different things that I like, but 1 to 2 A plus setup is all you need for the week. You need to figure out your strategy. You need to figure out what you want to do before you take a trade. Have a checklist if you want. I used to have one, and check the things off. And if the trade, even if it's just one a week, if it checks off everything, take it. Okay, it's not about passing quickly. You have time. Okay, just go slowly, learn the process, and kind of go with it as you go. Okay, most people fail because they break their own rules. Okay, they revenge trade, they over leverage, they force trades out of boredom. What I do is I journal after every trade, why I took it, how I felt, what worked, what didn't, should I have taken it, do I regret it, every E is a different thing. Okay, I stop after 2 losses in a row no matter what, and if I'm up on the day, I don't give it back. I lock my profits and I walk away, even if it's just a half size. Sometimes I enter trades half size. Even if that one wins, done right there. Okay. And the closer I get to the profit target, I size down a little bit, because once you're close, the only way you fail is by being greedy. Okay. So once you get close, you can kind of size down a little bit and just make sure you pass that account. Okay. So let's say you're on a 50K account. You risk $250 per trade. You cash out, I don't know, 3 good trades a week, each making a 2 to 1 RR. That's $1,500 a week. In 2 weeks, you've hit your 3K target and you still have plenty of buffer. That's the math of passing prop firm. Okay? Not gambling, not forcing, just slow, consistent edges stacked on top of each other. Okay? So the formula is simple: small risk, only A plus trades, respect the rules, stop trading on your green, and if you do that, you'll pass way more often than you fail. So just so we're clear, guys, risk a little, go for a low RR, and just go for high win rate, and then you just keep building and building and building until you pass the account. And then once the account is passed, that's where episode 2 of this series is going to come in: how to keep the account, how to get payouts. If you guys are interested in something like that, let me know down below. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.